GTA 5, we're doing the Spaceship parts, AA Gamer for Life, 8 through 16, and this is for the Contact Omega. Uh, I guess the quest would be far out, but basically it's just a collectible that you have to get 50 of. In the first set of collectibles, we saw the cinematic where we meet the Omega dude, and I also mentioned that you have to do the fame or shame quest to unlock this. And you need to be Trevor Franklin to go meet the guy, but any of the characters can collect the parts. So I'm using Trevor just so I can get his driving skill built up and stamina and that kind of stuff. So, like I said, it doesn't really matter who you use to collect the parts. You just need to be Franklin to start it, and you need to be Franklin to end it. So, and I also mentioned that the last few parts are bound by a helicopter. So I'm going to save all those just for the helicopter part, and we will get to that in the last video. The majority of the parts are not hard to find. There are a few tricky ones, but we will get into those when we find them. Also mentioned that using a dirt bike would probably be ideal for doing the majority of these packages. Because once we get out of the city area, a lot of them are like on top of a hill, whatever the situation is. So, and this is a lot of running around, and Trevor's driving skills real low, so it's like might as well use him to collect these. So that's why I'm going that route. For the most part, Grand Theft 5 was a pretty cool game. Like all games, it's got its issues, and one of the bigger things as far as the story mode goes is the money. Everything you do pays very little, and what you need is very a lot. So it's just pretty rough. Trevor has an airplane hangar and a helipad, but he doesn't even have remotely enough money to buy a plane. And according to my buddy, the only real money he makes is at the very end mission, so kind of sucks. Trevor has the ability to buy the airstrip where you do the gun running, air traffic, or excuse me, I forget exactly what it's called, but you run guns either by plane or on the ground. And it pays a little bit. It's like if you do it by air, depending on how well you do it, we'll pay 7,000 by ground 5, which is decent. It pays for ammo and armor and all that, but to make 750,000 to buy an airplane, well, that's a different ball game. And there was I don't call it a glitch, but there was a way to make easy money, but Rockstar figured out a way to patch that and kind of eliminate that, so you can't really make money that way anymore, and that was pretty sweet. So they definitely jacked you on that. That kind of sucked. It was you could spend an hour just collecting a hidden package, and you could get a $500,000 or the kind of money you would need to buy a plane. But before they made the patch for that, was before Trevor was available. So Michael and Franklin both went out there, and I got them both like a $500,000, which is a nice chunk of money, because the money you make in this game is so little. It's not, kind of sucks. Okay, I did a full set of videos on the Epsilon. Stranger and Freaks is what that category is, for the Marion girl. I forget exactly, but it's several missions that will pay you 2.1 million for Michael, which, hey, that's a nice chunk of money. So, but anyway, the things that you need, you know, like an airplane hangar for Michael R. Franklin is like 1.4 million. It's just like, wow, that's like a lot of money, and you're just not making that kind of money in the game. You know, at the very end mission, all the characters make a pretty big fat payday, but you know, prior to that, you're like, oh, you know, and then you know, talk to my buddy Demented Priest. Uh, there's really no point in having a helipad or an airplane hangar. I mean, throughout what you're doing, it's not really an issue. Okay, now this package is down in the tunnels. You've done the jewelry heist. Obviously, you would have had to get to this point in the game. So you know about these tunnels. So our next package is down in here. So follow down and we'll show you exactly exactly where that package is. Okay, right up here on the left. There it is. Obviously, when you're inside a structure or whatever, the map doesn't really work. But again, you would have had to done the jewelry heist to be at this point in the game. So finding that tunnel shouldn't really be a problem. Okay, the Epsilon side quest, Strangers and Freaks. Uh, just check out those particular videos on how to start that and how to get doing it. I mean, to get a 2.1 million payday for Michael, that's pretty nice, and you know that really gets the ball rolling for him. And I think it's called the Tequila business is 2 million. So I basically had to do that in order to buy that business for him. And right now, neither of the two characters have enough to buy any additional businesses. So unfortunately, I can't really buy any more. Franklin already owns 3 businesses. Michael owns 2. And there's still a few out there, but the 2 movie theaters are like big money, and only Michael can buy them. And not exactly sure how I'm going to get that done with him. For instance, the golf course is $150 million, and my buddy Demented Priest, he kind of told me about this thing that Franklin can do to earn close to 200 million, but I'm going to have to wait to the end of the game to do that. Franklin is tasked to assassinate 4 or 5 targets. I believe it's 5. And the book also mentions it. But, okay, now this next package is in the movie theater. So, I'm sorry, the movie studio. And that's going to create a wanted level. So make sure you got your game saved and you're good to go here. I opted to get off the bike to deal with this little thing in here, so just follow the video on where to get in, get the package, and then get out and lose the heat. But what I was mentioning is that the book and my buddy Demented Priest also told me that if you save the assassination missions that I believe Lester gives you for Franklin, okay, at the very end of the game, all the characters are going to get a big fat payday. Somewhere in the $35 million range. And if you save the assassination missions for the end, and then what you do is you got to figure out who you're going against. Like, now I haven't done it, so I believe like if you're going to somebody that's in a pharmaceutical company, you need to find out what his rival company is, and then put all your stock into that particular company. And then, you know, assassinate him, and then that particular company, their stock should raise, you know, considerably. and then you sell it to make a big payday. So once I get to that point in the game, I'll be doing videos and all that. But if you follow that procedure, you should be able to gross over 2.5 or 2 million, 200 million, supposedly. But it's kind of rough. I mean, I don't know how to exactly feel about it. It's just, to buy the golf course at the very end of all the story missions, there'll most likely be races and other things to do in the game, but I don't know. It just, and from what I'm told, the golf course, like, it doesn't have any, like, related missions. A lot of the businesses will, um, contact you that they're being robbed. You got to do things for them to keep your money coming in. So, nevertheless, okay, this next package is in the golf course, and I'm in the middle of doing I think it's the Nigel Strangers and Freak quest. So I'm kind of like in a mission when I come out here, but I just failed that. I just want to collect the parts right now, but there most likely will get a wanted level, so make sure you save the game and do whatever you got to do. Okay, what'll happen for me is when I leave this area, it'll fail the quest, which I'm like, okay, and just X out of that. It's not a big deal. And the quest will be there to do for me later after I get done with all these parts. We'll see you on the next set. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.